Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be creating a Christmas themed solar system. So this is kind of a follow up to our recent object competition video which would have released on Christmas Eve. So following from that, we're going to be using all of the planets submitted in that competition, plus a few more extras that I'll throw in, some made by myself, some made from you guys as well. And we're going to throw it all into a Christmas-themed solar system. So I'm actually using the same simulation I used for the competition with the same background and stuff. So without further ado, we're going to start. So, star. What are we thinking? So all Christmas themed, so greens, reds and whites are going to be our main sort of colours for this. So, who are we thinking? What star do we want to go with? I'm going to go something a little more powerful than the sun, but nothing too ridiculous. So, I mean, I don't want to go anything ridiculous. Alpha A is always a good one to sort of go with. Altar here. Yeah, white main sequence star. I'm going to go with him. So there we go. There's Altar. So, nice white star. Can't go wrong there. A little more light, luminous than the sun. That's 10 times more luminous actually. It's a blue star actually, that's true. But in the grand scheme of things, it's only a little more. But there we go. Photosphere, yes. How about we have a slightly Christmassy green looking star? Not often we go over the green star, so what do you think of that? Nothing too ridiculously shaded in green, but just a slight tint of green, so something like that. So it does emit green, looking good. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so first of the planets. So we do have an interesting list here because we've got this year's Christmas competition objects, and we still have last year's. I saved them for good, so I still have all of those. Some of them may look a little different, but still got them there. So looking good. So first of the planets, who do I want to throw in first? Who wants to be closest to the star, basically? So there's our zone. I do not want to place another star, thank you. Okay. Let's go with this object here first. So, Christmas competition number 8 from last year. So, unfortunately, I don't remember who made all these. When I saved them, the names were removed. So, yeah, but these are the objects that you guys made last year. So, yeah, check them out. If you see your object, let me know. So, there we go. So, let's put that one in 0.66. There we go. There we go. So, first of the planets. Here it is here. Still got the names as well. Here we are. Okay, so we'll go to, we need to change our lighting, don't we? So realistic lighting. Got the green tint to it as well. Look at that. Okay, press play. I'm guessing that's going to warm it. It's on its side as well. Now, some of these objects could appear a little buggy because they are from an older version of the game. It's a whole year ago, so there we are. But we'll make a few modifications to it maybe as well. But we'll see how it starts out. So let's let it go around the star. Where are we? So let's change the interface as well. Go on trails. Okay, so this is panic. It's warming up pretty drastically. I mean, we are in the red zone. Yep. Okay. So we'll sort of see how that turns out. But yeah, there we are. Okay. So first of the planets. Next up, we've got Christmas Sea number 9 as well. I'm going to place that there. So this is a Christmas gas dwarf submitted by one of you guys. As we can see, it has been ruined by the recent version of the game, but we can originally see it did have a red atmosphere, so we'll try and replicate it. So let's have a little look here, because the current update probably has hurt some of these objects. It's got thick clouds still, so the clouds are still there. It's just the atmosphere we need to fix. We just need to turn off that, really. That will sort of fix it a bit. I mean, there you go, there you go. That's pretty much restored to how it would have looked. I mean, we can't get it exactly the same, but I mean, that's a rough sort of look. So we'll turn the ray light off completely, and then just try and sort of filter that red in as best as we can to sort of mix with the green. But remember, we do have the green star, making it look a little more green than it actually is as well. Maybe we'll turn up the red a bit. There you go. That's looking good. Something like that. There you go. So it still can exist in its original sort of look. If you look underneath all of that, it is a gas dwarf underneath, but it still does have a rocky surface. So there you go. Cool. So Christmas gas dwarf in a new form. So there we go. That's quite close to the star as well. So let's just let the simulation play a bit. Just let the planets adapt. I am going to dim the green a bit on the star. It's still a little too much to my liking, so I'm just going to dim it a little bit more. Still green, but just dimmed out a bit. There we go. Alright, next up. Let's place one of this year's competition objects in. So, let's go with Brent's object. So, one of the Universe Sandbox team members. Let's go ahead and place his object in here. So let's go somewhere nice and comfortable. So the green zone, let's go with about 1.54 AU. There we go. Let's try and actually get this planet fully habitable as well. So we may have to change its settings a bit, but let's try and get it exactly where we want him. So let's see where it adapts to first. Okay. So it's sitting at a roughly -8. But no, honestly, if it sits at -8, that's fine with me. You know, it's a little chilly, but you know, it's got its as long as it appears how it's intended, then that's cool with me. So there we go. We'll leave it alone. I won't change its stats. So there it is, looking good. So an object made by one of the team members, or an official object here. So very, very cool. Looks good. Do like it. It's got the cratered surface and nice Earth-like conditions. Let's check its stats. Actually, it's have some quite good stats on it. Yeah, it has. There you go. Nice. Looking good. Happy with that. That's really cool. Let's throw some city lights on it. Why not? There you go. Some Christmassy green lights. There you are. Cool. Got some vegetation on it, maybe. And we'll switch it off. I want to keep it with the original red look to it. It looks good. Interface, we'll give it a nice... we'll give it like a reddish colour. Why not? Due to the red areas on its surface. There you are. Okay. Looking good. So there's 3 objects in so far. Next up, we'll move on. Right. So we've got Emerald Neos. Then I'm going to go with Chris's one next. Orbit. Oh, you can't even see its orbit. It's got like a glitched out trail or something. Okay, there we go. Let's place that in there. There you go. I don't know why Chris's object doesn't have an object trail. Has he like dimmed it out or... No, it does have a trail. That's weird. It's not really showing up. Even with orbits on it doesn't show up. It's like a ghost object. Okay, here it is. So, looking good. Very, very bizarre. Let's see if it... Is it just orbit okay then? Let's just watch them all go around, make sure it's all working. It's got 2 masses of Earth. Okay. There you go. Just getting a little cold, okay. As long as it doesn't freeze up, then that should be okay. Okay, maybe a little too cold. Let's just give it a little more greenhouse and just really give it a bit of a kick. So, where are we? Double it. Oh, God, don't do that. Oh, that's going to make a big change. 23 layers. Yeah, we'll lower that a bit. Oh, where's the... Okay, let's just put 5 in. There we go. That should give it a little bit of temperature it needs. There you go. Cool. Looking good. Alright, so that one's got like a ghost object trail. Very weird. Okay, next up we have got... Let's just get all of your objects placed in, then we'll just move them around, I guess. So we've got Chris's, and we've got this one here. So Chensitch's. Then we've got Endy's one. Nicker Beans. Pluto Neons. And then we'll move them around. They're not going to stay in these spots. I'm just placing them all in. So we know we have got them all in. The gas giant, we'll put that further out. And then we got this one here as well. So that was Saphenix's one. Okay, so we've got all of this year's competition objects in here as well. So let's just let them roll. See how it adapts out. Okay, looking good. Now we could go with a second star as well if we want. So, could be pretty interesting stuff. The object's looking nice and good so far. What is this one here? There we are. God's Kidney Stone. I don't remember this one from the competition. Did I miss one? I have to go back and I'm filming this on the same day, so if I need to, I can go back. Which one was that? That one. There's Is it Chensitch's one? No. Which one was that? I don't know. We've got Santa's planet. Mine about. Oh no, whose is that one then? I have no idea. I don't know. Phoenix. I think we got, but where's that one come from? So it's after Nicker Bean's one, which was. Oh, it's Pluto Neons. Right. Okay. I didn't even notice its name in the competition. I was like, hang on, what's that all about? Okay, so that's what it looks like. Looks like it's changed a bit in this simulation. It's probably just adapting to this. Yeah, that's it there. So you can see it's the same object as that. So there you go. So I guess it changed a bit. Is it? Oh, maybe it didn't. Oh, that's so strange. It looks completely different to how it did a second ago. The game's just being weird, I think. But there we go. So there's that. Oh, weird orbit. No, we do not want that. There we go, auto. I was going to say, I'm sure we did place all the objects in that competition. Yeah, we did. So that's weird. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Do like the crater on it. It is so cool. But it's cooling down. Let's just let the objects all sort themselves out. So there we go. So is it going to get too cold? It is freezing up. Oh. Okay, I'm actually going to move this inwards then. Give it a bit of temperature. Yeah, look, there you go. So it did freeze up. Okay, that's why it appeared different. Right, okay. No, it makes sense. So let's move it a little closer then. Just get it right in the inner system there. So, oh, wait, we need to go closer. Yeah, we'll move it closer then. Hey, there you go. Let's actually move it in the zone. You can see the zone for this one is actually really low. So we'll move it in then. We'll move it really in. So let's put it in there, in the green. Hopefully give it a bit of kick it needs. Well, there you go. It's melting. There you go. Hey, so you can see the craters again. Yeah, and I'm going to leave it alone. Once it goes, yeah. Bit more temperature. Slowly but surely. That'll get into the positive temperatures. So, slow it down. We'll give it just a little tad more. A little closer. And that'll give it the kick it needs just to warm up. So, there's Pluto Neon's world there. Looking good. The extra ice on it does actually look pretty cool, actually. So, there it is. Okay. And we'll give it a slightly inclined off the board sort of orbit as well. There you go. How's our closest objects? This is last year's competition objects, all burnt out. Ah, so in that case, I mean, we'll move it. We'll give it an eccentric, a little point. This could be interesting. Let's lower that. So lower the orbit, but then make it more eccentric. Yeah, this could be a bit dodgy. Hey, okay. Remember, we can have it inclined as well. So the inner planets are a little off the scale, the two inner planets now. So, where are we? Incline, that's it. Yeah. So a bit of a weird design we've got going on so far. Just going to lower that down. Then maybe just have a little play with this. Just make it a little less. Something like that. There you go. So it'll probably get a bit of a real big warmth as it flies by, but it doesn't have really much atmosphere anyway, so it doesn't really get affected by the star too much. So, yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, it is in the red zone, so interesting stuff. But I mean, you can see it is a bit beaten up, this world, for what it once would have looked at. But yeah, we'll give it a fresh look of customization. Why not? Let's go to the base color. Now we can change it to a map actually. So let's go with yeah, let's give it a little map of one of Iapetus here. That'd be pretty cool. Hey. Now we should be able to change the colour of this as well. So base colour, that's it. Edit, is it edit data? How do we change the colour of it? I'm not sure if we should be able to change it. How do you change the colours of the mapped objects? I know there's a way you do it. Oh, where do you do it? Am I being completely blind? Map is Iapetus, yeah. None? Elevation. See that you can change the colours there. I don't know how you do it. Elevation map. Obviously we want. I wouldn't mind customising it, but I mean if we. Yeah, I don't know. Map. But then you can't customise it. So if I put IO's texture, for instance, I can't actually recolour it. Oh, that's weird. I thought you. What? Maybe it's only in the test builds at the moment. I'm not sure. That's a bit weird. Oh, well, that's fine. That's not a big problem. So we'll just go back to elevation and we'll just give it a bit of a redder look to it. Give it that sort of Christmassy look, red feel to it. So there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then atmosphere. We'll just make it ooh menacing. I'll go red with green clouds. Keep it that festive sort of. A very weird design we kind of got going on here. So there we go. Atmosphere. We'll lower that. Give it that thicker red atmosphere. So there you go. All in red. There you go. City lights. We'll go with the green as well. So yeah, pretty bizarre looking world. But there we go. So we've recoloured it. There you go. So that's got very, very strange orbit going on now. Cool. So there we are. Okay, so that one's got, yeah, a pretty wild orbit sort of going on there. Okay. So then we got God's Kidney Stone from Plutonian. I still can't believe I never noticed the name of it in the competition video, which is why I thought I didn't include it for some reason. So there we go. It's still not as warm as I want it to be. I'm going to give it a little more, just to slightly lower it down a bit more. Just give it a little more kick. There we go. Then we've got the gas dwarf, which is sitting at a comfortable 70 degrees. So there we are. Okay. Remember the gas dwarf, we give a eccentric orbit as well. Or maybe it has like a retrograde sort of look to it. Let's give it like a retrograde. It's going around the wrong way. Yeah, very strange. So, yeah. Retrograde gas dwarf. Okay. Pretty weird stuff. Okay. So we have Chris's object out here, which is the ghost trail. No object trail on it. That's shooting at a nice 26 degrees. Pretty comfortable. Looking good. Next up, we've got Emerald Neo's object. That's at a minus 128 right now. All frozen up. So, there it is there. We'll give it a bit more kick to it as well. Have a lot of objects in the inner system. You know, we could. Yeah, I'm very tempted to throw a second star in, just to have, so we can have sort of two sets of habitable areas. So it's going to have to be a red dwarf. Let's go with Wolf 359. Now we want that to orbit obviously the star. Go over an orbit of about 100 AU. Go over there. And that'll be in a binary of our main star. Orbit our main star. There we go. So then I could, in theory, move some of the objects over there. So for instance, Emerald Neos, I'm going to actually put that around the second star. So let's put it over here. So for instance, I just have to manually move it in position. We'll put it there. Press L2 to orbit and it should lock on. There you go. Okay, so that's locked on. So we'll lock on a few of the other objects as well down the road. But there we go. So Emerald Neos. Let's see what we got. Where's Wolf's Tattle Zone? I mean, it's going to be a small one, isn't it? So it's right in there. So there we go. Well, and we'll give it a redder. So it's going to be the red Christmas star. Very, very red looking. There you go. Okay. It's going to be emitting a lot of red light. So it's going to make Emerald Neo's world look a bit bizarre with the green surface and the red light. But let's go ahead and lower it down. Let's get it that light it deserves. So 3 months to orbit. That should hopefully be enough to sort of give it a bit of kick. Let's have a look. No, we're still not in the zone. It's a very dim star. We need to be even closer. Get it right in there. There you go. 6 days to orbit. Come on, surely that's enough, right? Is it going to give it a little kick? Is it warming up? 0 degrees. Oh, there you go. Hey, hey. Cool. So how bright is this thing then? It must be really. Oh yeah. We'll give it, yeah, double up a little bit, maybe a little bit of buff to temperature. Let's double it. There you go. Maybe that's a little more kick the star needs. So there you go. So now if I press play, we'll just probably get a little too hot. So yeah, we'll double it out. Keep it a red dwarf like, but not too insane. So still warming up. Okay, that's good. So we get plenty of breathing space between us and the star. Nice. 1.69 months. Hopefully that's enough to. We'll let that sort itself out for now. As for the star, so it's now more of a yellowy star, so we can give it a little less of a red tint. But there you go. So there's the red star, looking good in the depths of the system. Cool. Okay, moving on. So we had Envy's object as well. There we are. Now remember, some of these did have the cool like graffiti effects on, but that may not work because this is an active simulation, so any heat generated with these cool graffiti marks will disappear, unfortunately. So yeah, Emerald Neo's one should have had it as well, but that's all just disappeared because the planet's cooled down. So apologies, we can't show those. That is the reason why. So there we are. Okay. Anyways, Endy's object. So we'll keep this as a frozen wonderland. I'm going to leave that alone. Going to keep it in this part of its orbit. I'll leave it there. Got a nice white trail. Then we have Chensich's object over here as well. Again, another world will keep frozen. I think just have some changes. So there we are. Okay. Got quite a big gap here, so we could probably throw an asteroid belt in, actually. Why not? So there we are. I'll throw that in at the end. That'll be one of our finishing touches. Okay, so we've got that. Then we've got Endy's. So next up, we've got Nicker Beans. That one's still glowing. It's still got its glow effects. Look at that. Hey, nice. Must be generated slightly different. So we're going to move that closer to Wolf 359 over there. Let that lock onto that. Again, this one here, South Phoenix's, I'm going to move that one over here as well. Mida Bats object. Yeah, I'm going to move that as well. And then we'll leave the rest around the main star. So let's get these all added in, and then we can start adding a few other objects in as well. So we need to get these as close to the red dwarf so we can lock onto it. There we go. See if we can lock on now. There you go. Perfect. And then same with Tundril down here. Excellent. Now we just need to make them smaller, and then Minor Bat as well. Let's move those all in. They've all got bizarre orbits as well, so it kind of gives you the impression that these objects were captured anyway. So that's pretty cool. So we'll move those all in. So Red Dwarf's got a nice lineup of stuff there. There you go. Yes. I'm liking the way this is coming along so far. This is becoming a really cool system. Alright, okay, so how are we doing? So I want Nick Bean's closest. I think the cool glow effects will look cool as the closest object to the star. So let's move those in the orbit of the first object here. Whoa. Takes 30 days to go around. A little smaller. There you go. How's Emerald Neo's doing? How's this looking at temperature? 35 degrees, okay. Could give it a little bit more. Just a bit more space between the first two objects. I'm also going to not do too much, but I'm going to lower that down a bit. There you go. Rotate it around. There you go. Okay, so this should hopefully get a bit of temperature. Cool. Alright, let's leave that alone. Okay, then next up we've got Minor Bat. I want to make sure this one's colonized as well, because this one is the one with a primitive dinosaur-like, bird-like species. So let's put that in there. Okay, let's see how this works. So we'll give it a bit of greenhouse just to warm it up as well. Well, not greenhouse, a bit of atmosphere layers. Let's go to 2. Maybe a little bit more. 3. Feel that'll be enough to get it into gear. Okay. So how are we doing? 0 degrees. Let's let it warm up. Yep, there you go. It's getting temperature. There you go. Okay. Got the red sort of starlight to it as well. Let's just let the simulation play out. Let it warm up. So slowly but surely. I think he did say in his description that this one is colder than Earth anyway, so we don't need to go all the way up to 15. So let's just let it. We'll melt it as well, just a bit of manual interference, just so we can watch it adapt. So melt. There you go. So we'll let that sort itself out. Looking good. 13 degrees. Yeah, we'll give it a little buff away from the start, or do we? Yeah. We'll give it a buff. So a little bit further out. There's Tundra there. Looking good. And then lastly, we've got Santa's Planet from Minor Bat at the distances here. Again, we'll give it a play around with that orbit a bit. Less eccentricity, please. And then lower this down. So it takes 8 months. So the most distant of the red dwarf's objects currently. So there it is. Still receiving light though, so that's fine. Where is it in the zone-wise? It's nowhere near it, is it? Okay, so it's going to be frozen now. I want a bit more temperature. Actually, was this one frozen anyway? No, it did have a bit of warmth to it originally. So, again, we'll just give it some layers. The atmosphere layers are a very, very useful feature for making systems. There you go. 68 layers. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Minus 20. Okay, so it's still not enough. Oh, lower the albedo. That's probably why. There you go. That's make a big difference. Yeah. Alright, 0 degrees. That's a bit of temperature. Alright, okay. So there's that. So that's our red dwarf into gear for the time being. Alright. So back to the main star. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to make our inner solar system go out to Endy's object over here. Oh no, hang on. Wait, do we already have his in here? We don't have 2 of the same, do we? I'm getting mixed up with all your names now. No, we only have 1 of them. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Okay, so to Endy's object, I'm going to give it a slightly, again, a eccentric, yes. Not that ridiculous, but just a tad, just to make it a little different. No, it's always nice to have a bit of uniqueness to the orbit, so they're not all you know, spherical oval shapes. So again, we'll do it with it. Oh, that's inclined. No, I want eccentricity. There you go. So just have a pattern with the two sort of outer of the inner solar system objects there. Okay. Then we got the big jump to the Gauss giant over here. So this one's alone at the moment. So it's a 2 Jupiter. So maybe this would be our dominant gas giant. Radius 2.9 Jupiter. It's got 11 mass of Jupiter. That is a planet that will cause trouble. So yeah, that does not want to be placed anywhere near anything else. So it's quite large. So we'll give it a fresh auto orbit as well. That's going to have a nice spherical sort of plane. We'll have a big jump between this and the other objects, because I think this object would probably be a bit of a troublemaker if we did put it near anything else. So there you go. We'll keep that on the flat plane. Now moving on. So we can go to some of last year's objects again. So let's go with this one here. So Christmas gas dwarf. Let's place this one in as well. I don't want it getting too close to Wolf, obviously, but I mean, yeah, Wolf doesn't seem to have much of an effect, so place that. Next gas giant out. And then we've also got, we'll put one more. So the Christmas brown dwarf. If it's a brown dwarf, then we're going to want to... Will we have it as an even distant or more distant object than the red dwarf, maybe? A hidden brown dwarf on the edges of the system, maybe? So also, we don't want it too far away. Yeah, it's going to need to be a... If we're going to have this as a brown dwarf, we need to have this pretty far out, so... There you go, somewhere over there. That won't cause much problems. So, okay, so do we actually need to ignite this thing then? Because it looks... Can it hold that heat itself? It looks like it can. Do we have a bit more radius? Oh, it can, yes, brown dwarf. There you go. Okay. Hidden in the depths of the system. It's got run radius 59 masses of Jupiter. It's not the largest thing. It's not actually as big as our dominant gas giant. Look. So maybe if I lock the mass and just make it bigger. If I want it to be a brown dwarf, I don't want it to be quite large. I don't have it like that. There you go. So, all the way over here. So it's in the depths. No sunlight, but it is there in the darkness. So, Christmas brown dwarf. So remember, this one has 55 masses of Jupiter. So, you know, that is a big, big object. So we do not want that anywhere near the other one. So this is like a... It's almost like the Nemesis sort of theory sort of object. So we're going to have it as a... yeah, like that. Not that drastic, but yeah, something like that. So, yeah. Like a Sedna-based orbit. It's very, very far. We'll move it to its closest point in the system, though. So we'll put it there. So even then, it's nowhere near the orbit of the red dwarf. There's a big distance in between that and the red dwarf. So if we look here, so for instance, let's have a quick... Okay, so the distance between this and the red dwarf is about 230 AU, roughly. And that's another 139 from the primary star. So it's basically double the distance of red dwarf at its closest point there. Okay, so yeah, that won't cause any problems. That's just going to chill out here. So the rogue, almost a rogue-like brown dwarf, but you know, it's just chilling in the depths, maybe waiting to pounce in the future, who knows, but there it is. So yeah, there you go, cool. Maybe it gets a planet of its own as well, maybe just one individual. Do we give it something? We do have some Christmas objects from last year we could throw in, so I'm going to throw in one. Okay, so remember, this is, we can, even though it's a theoretically star, we're going to put something fairly, nothing ridiculously far from it, but we'll put one there. But the thing is, do we call this a planet or a moon? Because this is a brown dwarf star. So, oh yeah. I think I picked a good choice, actually. This one's got a glowing effect to it. Obviously, the atmosphere is a little funky due to the current update, but I mean, we should be able to... Oh, God. Yeah. Oh. So the ray light, 99? Pretty funky. Oh, wow. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm going to make it really funky. Green? Oh, yeah. Oh, I do like that. But, I mean, you can't see the atmosphere anyway, because this is in pitch black. Complete darkness. So... Does look good, though. I do like that. Okay. Maybe just a faint green, nothing too extreme, but there we go. So we've got one planet around this brown dwarf here. Obviously very, very funky looking. City lights, I mean, we could have a slight green tone to them. But I mean, this object's got enhanced modern stuff in it, so I mean, we can't really do too much anyway. But yeah, I'll leave it alone. I'm not going to do too much to it. Clouds are on. Let's go with thick clouds. Yeah, there goes a little more effect to it. There you go. We'll leave them as white clouds. Yep. Opacity. Yeah. I'm liking it. That looks good. Okay. Do we throw a second? Yeah, we'll go with a second one. Let's go with this one as well. Again, one of last year's ones. So these are all last year's objects now. So let's place there. Nuster. How are we doing here? Kind of similar to its sister moon, but without the glows. So, okay. So this one's in. It really is in pitch black then. Maybe it has a thicker atmosphere like Titan then. Yeah, why not? And then thick clouds, of course. But atmosphere, maybe we give it that red sort of look to Titan. Like, oh yeah, because we've got to turn. The ray light's a bit annoying because it keeps dimming the atmosphere colours. But yeah, something like that. And thicken it up. Yeah, there you go. And then double thick clouds. Red clouds. I mean, the clouds aren't really visible. Go green. I mean, you can't see them anyway. Pitch black. Complete darkness for this one. So it's hidden in the depths. So there you go. Cool. Right, and then we'll leave them alone. Cool. Maybe give this one a slightly, just a tad, but it's a slightly more eccentric orbit than its sister moon. Just a bit of uniqueness. So there you go. Cool. Maybe slightly inclined as well. But nothing too ridiculous. There you are. Just have a little slightly different plane to its sister moon. But there you go. There's the view of the brown dwarf. You've got its sister moon over there. Spotted. Brown dwarf. And obviously the rest of the system is a long way away. So you won't see the other stars. But anyways, there we go. So there's our rogue brown dwarf thrown in there. Looking good. Orbital period. Mega year. Look at that. Mega year. Million years. So pretty wild. Okay. There you go. We'll leave that alone. Orbit's back on. Okay. So back to Wolf 359. So how are we doing over here? So these guys, it's got a pretty funky, you know, I do like the way this is looking. I'm just going to have a little more play with the orbits just to make them sort of line up a little better. So, no, yes. Yeah, alright. Minor Bats planet's melting a bit. That's cool. That's the one with that cool runway on it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. Actually, what we can do, though, is throw in another gas object. I want to have a gas planet around here. So that's the final object around this star. So let's see. We got one of the old Christmas ones down here, haven't we? There we go. Banded 22. Yes. Okay, so there's the star. Oh, you can have it plenty. Okay, that's fine. We can have it a real nice distance away. So a little bit there. A lot further out. Oh, no, I don't want a binary. No binaries. Whoa. Let's lower that down. No. There you go. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want binary. No. So, there you go. So, still 9 radius of Earth, so that's still a fair distance. Yeah, somewhere there. So, it's just about visible from the star's perspective. You can just about see him there. And here it is over here. So, it's receiving light from both stars as well. Check that out. Dim light from both, but still light from both nonetheless. So, looking good. I really like the green nebula, red nebula, with the way we set this simulation up with the background. That's cool. So there you are. Okay. Cool stuff. I'm going to move it a little closer. Again, halve it down. 296 years. Yep, there you go. I'm going to leave it there. So you should be able to spot him from the other planets. So look at Nick at Beat. That is such a cool looking one. Doesn't look like it's rotating. I'm going to tidy lock it then. Make it a little more interesting. There you go. That's... Oh. What the heck? Where'd he go? Tidy lock made him go. What the hell? What? Okay. Well. It's a bit weird. Oh, Nick Bean. What happened there? Okay, let's throw him in again. That's so strange. Okay, don't press tidy lock on it then. Game does not want us to do that. That is so strange. There you go. Okay, we'll leave it alone. I'm not going to touch it. So I'll see some haunted stuff going on with that one. Okay, cool. So there we are. Give this one a nice darker green. Cool. Alright, okay. So moving on. So we do have our outer solar system here before we get to the red dwarf. So what else do I want to throw in? Actually, there is one object I want to throw at these. I want to use these. I like using these. The crazy atmosphere. Let's see if they still work, because, you know, it could be upset by the where's somewhere there. Okay, so oh yeah, it has been upset a bit by the atmosphere change, but oh, the atmosphere switched off anyway. Okay, so there goes. So we can still. Oh no, this is fine. We can make this work. Yeah, there you go. The ray light. Get rid of that. Green. Yeah. Oh yeah, very festive green. Still got the cool glowing surface underneath as well in this guy. So have a little look there. Oh yeah. Glow effect. So clouds off for now. Okay, so I need oceans. Oh, that is the ocean. Ah, glowing ocean. Let's go. Temperature. -24. Getting colder. Okay, atmosphere. Okay, let's check the zone. Okay, so we need a lot. We're probably going to at least triple. Quadruple. 4. 5. Quintuple. Let's let that play. Get a bit of temperature, so they'll warm up. 0 degrees. Hold on. No. Still did a bit more. 6 layers. 0 degrees. Warming up. Hey. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go to 7 though, just for reassurance. I guess that's give it a drastic one. Melt. That's as liquid right now, I think. Or is it? That still looks frozen to me. Melt. Okay, no, that should. I don't know. Ice and snow switch off. Oh, that's vegetation. Right. Okay. Aha. Interesting. Okay, so we need more oceans then. That's the ocean. Oh, right. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so now if we throw that all on, that's what you get. So the vegetation is the land. So can we have... I don't really want to change the glowing land. I think it looks cool. Snow. Red snow. Ice. Red ice. There you go. And then ocean colour. What do we want? I mean... Oh, red oceans. So it's got red water on this planet. Green atmosphere, red water. Oh yeah. That looks very fancy. Oh, no, not too much. Can we spread the settle? Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's got a Venus texture underneath. Look, that's definitely a Venus. Very, very red oceans. Yeah, I like that. And atmosphere on, clouds on. Hey, yeah. Think of that. Quite a unique take on this sort of design, but I'm liking it. City lights on, yes. Red, go red. Hang on, I just changed the vegetation. No! Oh no, I broke him. I've broken it. The glow's gone. Ah. Oh, no. Damn it. Ah, man. Right. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I was meant to press city lights. They're on. Okay. That's a bit pesky because I don't really want to go back and start again. Give it a nice spread of lights. Come on, lights. Give us a good light map. I'll go with that. That's a bit annoying. And clouds atmosphere. So it's got the red and greens merged together. And then what we can do is we can have another one. So I do like to have a lot of... I do like to always include these. So we've got one with green. So if we have one around wolf. So we'll go with the red template this time. Let's have it a bit closer to the star. Like there. Oh, very dangerous space. This one, yeah. Okay, so it looks like every single one automatically has the glow. That glow didn't used to be there. That's something that's changed in the update that's caused that glow to appear. So the modding has obviously not worked with something, and it's making this cool glow effect. So yeah, we'll roll with it. So honestly, that already looks fine the way it is, to be honest. I'm happy with the way that looks. That's vegetation, remember. So if the planet gets too hot, it probably will disappear. It's all about just finding the balance, really. I don't want to get in too hot or cold. It's warming up. again, I don't want it being too hot because the glow will disappear. So let's double it up. I guess it can't be too close. 25.2. Okay, a bit more. 9 days. Still warming up a bit more. If I put it to 30, will it cool down? If it stays at 30 or below, it'll be fine. No, still warming up. All right, okay. Bit more albedo then, I think. Yeah, albedo. Yeah, you go. That's a little help. Let's watch it now. Let's let simulation speed up. Still, okay, alright. He wants to play rough. Push it up to 0.8. There you go, that's cooling down. Alright, good. Slow it down now. Okay, so that's in the comfortable area. Red dwarf giving it the boost. The atmosphere needs to dim down. Have a thinner out. I mean, I like the way that looks, really. That does look really good. Vegetation is on there. Glowing colour. Yeah, cool. I'm going to leave that alone. There's Nika Beans. I'll give Nika Beans a bit more of a boost away from the star, just to have a bit of space between the two planets. There you go. Alright, looking good. Right, so that's enough of the rocky planets now. I think we've got enough of those. So I think we'll just fill in the remaining gaps with the gas giants, honestly. So let's go ahead and do that. So all the Christmassy themed colours. Oh yeah, we have these. Oh yes, here we go. Okay, so there's Red Dwarf border. No, don't do that. No, lower the mass down. No. Aye. Don't do that. We do not want that crap. Okay, hang on, that's just ridiculous. Get out of it. Scram. There you go. Look at that. That really doesn't like the Red Dwarf being there. Okay, so we can't go any closer to Red Dwarf than that. So we'll cause any changes. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's not happening. So, alright. So we'll just move Chris. This is only a gas dwarf anyway, so this one we can move a lot closer. Have it in between the two. I didn't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. And lower it down a bit. There you are. And then banded fives. There it is. That's another Christmassy look to it. So looking good. And then slowly just put them in there. There you are. I'm liking that. That's looking good. Yes. Obviously dimmer from the main star at this point, but it's got that Christmassy gas look all to it. 226-year orbit. Okay. So, finishing touches to this system. So, asteroid belts. I want to have 2. Oi, star. Go to a star. There you go. Right, so Christmas gas dwarf is... Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out the orbits. So, ND's object here is sitting about 12 AU away, and then dominant gas giant is 27. So, okay. So I have it 13 to 26 rings. So, asteroid belt. Manual colours. Go with red. And then AU 13 to 26. What does height do? I've not seen height before. How's that been there? 10. Does that just mean it covers a higher area? I don't want radius, so I want 26 AU. Roughly 26. Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, that is awesome. I didn't. Yeah, you never. This didn't used to be here. I want something ridiculous then. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Asteroid Belt 1, and then further out. So this red dwarf is there. So final planet banded 5. This is sitting about 44 AU away. Red dwarf is sitting 132. Okay, so again, add another ring. Green. Okay, so what was it? So banded 5 was 44. Okay, so 44. I want to go 40. Let's go to 50. And I want this to go to 900. Oh, so I'm going to go to about 750. And I'm going to place it around the main star again, like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's looking good. I do like that. So what if you put this up? Oh, I did an undo button, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So a lot of particles out there. What do you think of that? I like that. There you go. No more rings. Got red inner belt, green outer belt, red dwarf, brown dwarf, primary star. Looking good. I'm pleased with that. And it all runs as well. Remember, I like my simulations to run. That's why I don't add moons. Look at that retrograde orbit in the middle. What is that all about? Hell yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. The orbit's going the wrong way around. Hey. There it is, the retrogrades. That's cool. I like it. I'm happy with that. So what do you guys think of that system? You can see the red dwarf orbit's wobbling a bit, but you know, everything seems to be in good order. Look at it. Oh my god. Hey. So this one's sitting at 2 degrees now, so that's alright. Cool. Very, very nice indeed. So there you go. The vegetation's spreading. Oh, it's now glowing nicely. Cool. And then obviously brown dwarf at the very edges of the system. So there you are. Looking good. Look at the asteroid belts. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I like that. So brown dwarf is inside the asteroid belts as well. Looking good. Really happy with that. So what do you guys think of that? I hope you've enjoyed this Christmas system for 2022. I have to see how it compares to the older versions. I think I still have them saved actually. We can go back and have a little look actually. So that's this year's one. Save. And Christmas system. There you go. Yes. Cool. I'm pleased with that. Very happy with the way that's turned out. So looking good. Okay, so if we compare it, we should have the older version still in here. Oh, we've got 2 years worth. Yeah. Oh, oi. So we've got 2020 and 2021. Let's look at 2021. Have a comparison of the previous years. See what we got. So this is last year's one. Oh, it's laggy. Oh my god, it's laggy. Whoa, what's going on here? What is that all about? Okay, so what is this? Why is it so laggy? There must be rings in here. Oh my god. It's Control D. No, even with particles cleared, it's just really laggy. What the heck? Why is it so laggy? What is that all about? It's hardly got any objects in here. There's not loads. So last year we went with Polaris. We had a lot more inner system objects. Oh yeah, this year's one's definitely better than that. It's gotta be. Surely. I mean, there's our lineup. Oh yeah, easily this year's better than that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. There's the lineup. So we did have... we had Gasser Green. We didn't have that this year. So last year had 2 stars. And then there's the lineup. Obviously, a lot of the objects... Oh my god, look, remember LP12? Oh my god, LP12 looks insane now with this update. It's a shame we didn't use LP12. So there's that. And then let's go back to 2020 as well. 2020. We've used the same background colours like every year as well. That's pretty cool. That was unintentional. Okay, so this is 2020. 2 years ago. Oh. There we had Deneb. This one looks quite an interesting system. It's got Gasser Red. It's got 2 stars. Interesting look. Let's get the lineup of this system as well. Oh, this one had a lot of rings and stuff going on. Look at that. Okay. Christmas Deluxe. We should have used that as well. Why don't we use Christmas Deluxe? No, hang on. It's only 22. We got no. It's got to be done. We're gonna throw it in. Where is the question? Right. I think we should be able to do this. Where are we? Where's the deluxes anyway? Oh, there you are. Okay. It's got to be done. Christmas. It's got to make the return, hasn't it? Okay. I got plenty of space here. Okay. Have that there. Christmas Deluxe returns. Let's go. Yes, there he is. It's on his side. He's there. Press play. Is that all working fine? Yep. Oh, no. No. Don't break the system now. Get that out of here. There you go. That's better. Whew. It's not rotating very fast, is it? Let's lower that down. 1 day. There you go. Tilted on its side. Whatever. It's like Uranus. Tilted on its side this year. Okay. Christmas Deluxe, everybody. Made the return. And then lastly, I just want to see... I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I just want to see what LP12 looks like in the modern version of the game. Where is it? LP12, one of my favourites ones to mess around with. Where is it? LP12, there. Where are we? See how weird it looks? This planet has changed so many times over the updates of the game. It's always one we put close to the star. There you go. Right. There it is. Oh my god, it looks even better than it ever did. Look at it now. Look what the update has done to it. It looks so good. Oh my god. Oh, we got to Christmas this one out. Christmas version LP12. Oh no! No! The atmosphere breaks. Oh, we can't change the atmosphere colour. Okay, hang on. Hang on. So we take an inspiration from previous years at this point. We know it's stealing objects from the old systems to throw them in. Okay, so we cannot change atmosphere whatsoever. So it's got to remain with the pink. Oh my gosh. We can change the clouds. Okay, right. We can't really change them to anything other than yellow. Because this one is just insanely tinted. And messed around with. Ah, can we make LP12 work? White clouds. Green clouds. Red clouds? Also, I think white show up the best, to be honest. Hang on, no, the cloud. No, that isn't the clouds. What is? That's the surface. So clouds, we could. Yeah, they're double thick. Hey, all right, okay. So what clouds show up the best with the pink? Oh my god, this is just insane. Oh my god, can we mess with this? Oh, we can. As long as we don't change the colour, we can. Okay. Oh, so ray light is what made it insane as well. That looks better. So we can actually see underneath. Clouds. The surface shows through the clouds. That's so strange. Red clouds. Now, can we get rid of this yellow surface at all? I mean, that's all that. I think that's ice. Yeah, it's ice. So can we change that to another... Oh, we can. Yo. So. Oh, wow. So, again, if we had red ice. Oh, okay. Yellow is a no-go. Green appears too yellow with the tint on this object, so. You can have it like that, I mean. The red clouds I'm not buying now. I want green clouds, I think. No, the yellow still shows up too prominent. I think the yellow is too much. I have to say. I think this, so we still can't change the atmosphere colour. That's mental. Very thin atmosphere, I guess, in then. It's only at the hemispheres. It's like a Northern Lights look to it. Alright. I'm going to roll with that. Bit more. ×2? Yes, I like that. Okay. Can't change the atmosphere. Clouds. White cloud? No, I like the green. Do we keep the yellow? Water. Oh, could add water. No, it's going to be too hot here anyway. So, vegetation. No, we don't need that either. City lights definitely on. Look how menacing it looks from behind. So it's just the ice colour needs to be... Or we could have no ice at all, but... It still has that glowing yellow look to it, so... It's all about finding the perfect look for it. Maybe we keep the yellow. I mean, can you sneak yellow in as a Christmassy colour? I mean, does that work? It blends with the red and green quite nicely, to be honest. We'll just go all red. We could spec it all... If we made it all red... I mean, you get that. You know what? I'm kind of liking that. Actually, I think that does look quite good. White, red, maybe the whitey red clouds. And then obviously the water, just remove the water completely. So no more ice. It's just the red surface, and then you have these glowing yellow areas, which I think is elevation. Not sure what those yellow areas. Oh, there's the light. Oh, hey, oh yeah. And the lights we can't really change the colour of easy because they're insane. Again, they're insanely tinted, so red's the best you can get with that. Because if I had the water, it's just going to evaporate anyway, so I think we have to roll with that. So, snow. Okay, no, what am I doing? I don't need snow. Ice, we don't need ice. Water, we don't need water. Vegetation. Okay, so it's literally just the clouds now. We just want to get... Oh. Does that look Christmassy, you think? Maybe it does need the green. Well, I don't like the green with the yellow, I have to say. I think there's two... I think 2 colours is really... or 2 or 3 colours enough. We don't add a 4th colour in. I quite like that. Because it's going to be a Venus-like object anyway, because it's so close to the star, so... It's going to warm up anyway. Let's just let it run, see how it adapts. Because it could just get really hot anyway. I mean, it's in there. Yeah, 200 plus degrees. Yeah, it's easily going to be hot. I mean, let's give it a bit of Venus-like upgrades to it. Let's just make it ridiculous. Alright, surface, yeah. How many layers does this thing have? 2. Let's put it to 2. 3. Yeah, it's going to be insane. Oh. 500 plus. It's going to start glowing. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Maybe just 2. But that's looking pretty menacing already. Now, do we keep the atmosphere as low as it is, or do we buff the atmosphere a bit? Do we give it a buff? Ooh, I don't know. It's annoying that yellow. We can't get rid of that yellow. The clouds have disappeared because of the heat. So yeah, the clouds aren't invisible anymore because the heat is just insane. Oh man, it's so annoying we can't change that pink. You know what? I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, no glowy atmosphere, but then we can then have a more... Yeah. Then we can now focus it to one shade more. So, again, I'm going to go back with the green. Yes, I want the green. So this is like a toxic, hellish environment. Do not visit LP12. And then we just have to sort of see... I want the temperature to go down a bit. I don't want it being too ridiculous. Yeah, cool down a bit. I don't want you... I want the lava to be there, but not too much. Just slowly cooling down. Okay. See how that sort of runs. Get the high 300. Yeah, we can roll with that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, anyways, enough of me fiddling around. I'm going to stick with that. Not, obviously, I couldn't do exactly what I wanted, but I'm happy with, you know, that's enough. So I'm going to stick with that. There we go. Right. That does it for our Christmas systems. We went back to the old systems, had a little bit of inspiration. But yeah, there we go. Now that does it for this year's Christmas simulation, guys. So what do you think of that? Is it better than the previous 2 years? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that all said and done. Really, really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've all had a great Christmas as well. And with that all said and done, guys, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.